Here's a little March garden tour. My ranunculus is so beautiful. Let me show you my favorite. This ranunculus is absolutely my favorite. Look how beautiful. Isn't that? Look. Just reminds me of summer. The ranunculus is so beautiful. Look at this. They are just magnificent. I tell you, it did take a little bit of time for them to come into their own, but wow. And I have a little bit of feverfew growing in the ranunculus, and some little mini gladiolas back there, the little pink mini gladiolas. And right here, my Belvedere tulips. This is a tulip. It's a double bloom. It's absolutely so fragrant and elegant. And look, I was going to have this be my rose bed, but the thorns, look at those thorns. They are something else. So I don't think I'm going to put roses in this bed. I might put some peonies over here. And my compost bin, I changed it so that the compost bin could get a little bit of air. So that's why I just used the mesh. The tulips this year, very disappointing. But, hey man. Now, I use this little greenhouse only to store my tools. I'm going to put up a hoop house on the patio later so I can, so it's a little bit bigger. Look, more ranunculus. I tell you, the ranunculus has been fabulous. And then I just have some succulents here. The freesias, oh my gosh, they have been incredible this spring as well. You know, I'm here in California in zone 10. Look at this purple beauty. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's been magnificent. And there's a little sliver of the Pacific Ocean. Here's my cosmos growing with the freesia. And I have a little mustard plant right here. I just let this mustard plant go to seed to attract the butterflies and the other pollinators. And my sweet peas, they are looking fabulous. Now, this used to be my sweet pea bed, and I had trellis and things growing up. Look, I just put the sweet peas in pots inside this garden bed, and I'm just gonna let it cascade over the side of the garden bed because this is not going to be my permanent sweet pea bed. Another look around. I have ranunculus here, there, and everywhere. But they are so awesome. Now, I have a bit of an aphid problem. So if you have any remedies for aphids, excuse me, let me know. Because that's the only reason I did not sell these ranunculus this spring, because they are beautiful, but they have aphids. So I've been checking them carefully, giving them to my daughter for her classroom, my classroom, and my neighbors, and a few friends at school. And here's my strawberry plant. It's just in a pot. Now, I want you to see, look at this sign. I have a neighbor, and every morning he lets his dog poop on the sidewalk. And when I'm getting in my car, I have to step over poop and clean it up. And then kids walk down the block. I don't know why. And look, I put the sign out here. But let me show you what else I put out here. Not only did I put the sign out here, but I even put little bags out here so that he could just, use a little bag. Look at this. I put the little bags out here. He has not used one bag. And I know who's doing it because he was on my Ring camera. But so I'm going to be on spring break soon. And maybe one morning when he's walking by, I'll just have a little talk with him. I'll just ask him if maybe, there's a reason he can't bend down, or see if we can come up with a better solution than to just let his dog. Look, here's some leftover poop. But the poop that I didn't get up yet. But it's usually, he must have a pretty big dog because it's big chunks of dog poop. But if that's my major problem in life, I think I'll take it. So I'm not complaining. I'm just sharing what's going on. I'm going to show you something else that's really been a success. Oh, I have to show you this before I go. This is my peony patch over here. And I'm also experimenting with different type of cosmos. But look, I'm getting my first peony bloom. Whoop, whoop. Peonies take 3 years before they're fully established. So this is year 1. So I'm gonna pull that off. So I have 2 more years. Yeah, just in time for my retirement. I hope, fingers crossed. And here's my feverfew that overwintered. And I have some thyme. Lord, thank you for time. I tell you. Now, over here, I had cucumbers growing. I see little collards. But I also down here have some goldenrod. But I see the little goldenrod seedlings. So I'm going to dig those up. And then I think I have cucumber volunteers in this bed. So I might leave those there. Wow. I have some David Austin roses over here and peonies. They are so healthy. And here's some sage. It smells so good. And I think this rose is Eden. I'm not sure. But the peonies looking healthy. Over here I have my herbs. This is parsley. And then over here I have some sage. And more ranunculus. This is a beautiful purple. Whoa. And I have a little lavender plant growing. I love the mini gladiolas because these are much better for bouquets and cup flower arrangements than the regular size gladiolas. Over here, look, I have some cherry tomatoes that overwintered. Okay, let me taste one. I'll tell you how it tastes. It's not right. Oh, look at those beetles. I might have to throw this. Look, you see them? You see those beetles there? I think those are Japanese beetles. I might have to throw this plant away. All right, I would show you. But I'm not camera ready. So I will have to say hello to you in person Sunday, okay? I hope you are enjoying your garden as much as I am enjoying mine. Have a lovely Saturday, and I will try to make a video tomorrow, and I promise you I'll be camera ready so you can see me tomorrow, okay? Well, bye, Martha from Monterey Bay, Zone 10. See you tomorrow.